Hi guys, so I just got back from Asda and I thought I might do a food haul because I've started Slimming World again today, and I thought that since last time I did these kind of videos, people seem to enjoy them. Can you see Money? He's sniffing some flowers that I bought. And I asked on Twitter, on Snapchat, whether or not people would be interested, and I got a couple of responses that yes, you would. So whilst I have all the shopping here, I thought I would show you the stuff that I bought. Bear in mind, I'm not a hardcore Slimming World person. I don't go to classes, I have the book, and I know vaguely what you're supposed to do, and I've had success with it in the past. I don't follow it kind of to the letter, so kind of bear that in mind. And obviously I also buy things for my family as well. But Lee this time has decided that he's going to eat a little bit more healthily, because previously it was really hard to do this for myself. I had to cook something for me, something for Lee, something the kids would eat. And this time I'm trying to get everyone kind of on the same page. So fingers crossed, it is the first week, so we'll see. But this is what I bought. Safe to say I've never laid out all my food on my kitchen floor before. This is a strange thing to do, but I thought I would give you an overview of everything that I purchased, and I've tried to put it into categories. My knees really weren't made for this. So drinks wise, I've got some semi-skim milk, some fizzy water, some diet tonic water in the back, and then this new tonic water that I found. It's called Fever Tree Elderflower Tonic Water. I'm interested to see what that's like. And some Tanqueray gin. I normally have Gordon's gin, but Laura from Laura's Eye View goes on and on about this, so I thought I would try it. And I'm trying to do gin and tonics rather than a bottle of beer as and when I feel like a drink, because it's just generally, it's a little bit more refreshing in the summer, less bloating, but also way lower in calories. Then I have the vegetables and stuff that I've got, and fruits, and then beans, which is in this category for some reason. At the moment, I'm going through a bit of a phase with the kids. Milo tends to be pretty good with trying things anyway, but Ella's going through this phase of learning what's in everything, and so I'm trying to capitalise on that and get as many different kinds of vegetables and stuff as possible and see what she might like. So I've got some like cabbage, some mushrooms. The mushrooms, I tend to have all of those at once. So I got 2 packets of those, the green beans, celery and all that stuff. And then some iceberg lettuce. And really, I'm not a big fan of a lot of different stuff. I like kind of celery, iceberg lettuce and cucumber in a salad, for example. And that's pretty much it. I got some tea and some espresso pods for my Dulce Gusto. I've got the little tea packet to take to work. And they're the only apples that I like as well. I don't like the sweet apples, only the Granny Smiths. Bacon is a big staple for me when I'm trying to do Slimming World, because you're allowed to eat as much of it as you like, in theory. In theory, on the extra easy or whatever it's called, as long as it's kind of partnered with kind of a third of vegetables and stuff. So I like to have bacon, eggs and mushrooms frequently, especially in breakfast times, but you know, even for lunch and things, just because it's a really easy meal. In fact, I have eggs around here somewhere. Then I've got some chicken breasts, some steak, some mince, and did I get, oh no, I was like, through the camera lens, it looked like 2 lots of mince. One is salami, because Milo likes salami sandwiches. Then I've kind of got my carb section. The dog is like really trying to get into the food right now. I got this because it was just easy, and I'm the only person that likes plain rice, but I thought I'd get an individual pack in case I wanted it, and it lasts for a long time. Lasagna, spaghetti, potatoes. These thins are actually for Ella's packed lunches, but I think if Lee and I were to have something, we'd have it on that. And then I got crustless bread for the first time maybe ever, because what are you doing right now? I make sandwiches and I make things for Milo, and he never eats the crust, and it's just a complete waste of time. So I bought him some crustless bread, so let's see how that goes. Way back there I've got a ready meal, the only ready meal I bought because it was on offer and I really love it. It's this one, king prawns and chicken. It can't be that bad, right? I don't know, it's 195 calories if you're into that. But I'm gonna have that. Oh, I've got some mackerel fillets again, which is only for me because everyone else hates fish. I have a little tomato corner over there. Passata, tomato puree, chopped tomatoes and a load of mug shots. And I believe the tomato and herb ones are free, last time I checked, but again, I'm only a vague follower of it anyway. There's wildlife yogurt, some cheese. I've got 50% less fat, grated cheese, and then light mozzarella. I plan to try and make my kind of cheats lasagna. If you guys would be interested in seeing that, it is so simple, and I don't even make a cheese sauce, I just slice mozzarella on top, so it really kind of cuts down that way as well. Some eggs, which I will eat that entire thing just for myself in a week easily. Eggs are super filling. And then we've got kind of snack corner. This is like the dairy corner, let's call it. And then we've got snack corner. I Got these for Lee because he's been really into protein at the moment, and I thought he might like that because he quite likes peanut butter and all that stuff. And then some kind of cake bar-y things for Ella's pet lunch if she doesn't fancy anything else. I've also got this for Ella because, believe it or not, the child that hates everything likes saurine. I'm not a fan of that, but Lee likes it as well, so if she doesn't eat it, he will. Jaffa cakes. No real Jaffa cakes in Asda today. I don't know why. Some chicken nuggets because you have to have them in. You never know. I got a couple of packets of kind of seasoning things. This I used to really like when I was a kid, and I was looking on the aisle and I just thought, what might be able to add to something to make it taste a bit more interesting without adding a lot of calories. And this is pretty good. I think you only need milk. It's kind of like a creamy tomato sauce, and if you wanted to add all of it in, you'd put milk and butter and all that, but I'll probably just cut down on the amounts that it asks for, and that might be quite nice. And then that's just kind of a rub for one of the chickens that we got. And this is my treat for the week. Dark chocolate digestives, which by my working out, they're like 83 calories each. So that's like just over 4 sins, is that right? Something like that. Let's call it 4.5 sins. But I think it's just over 4 sins. So that's everything that I got for the week. It's a lot more food than I normally buy, but then we tend to slip and kind of get takeaways and McDonald's and stuff like that. So I probably spent, I don't know, I want to say almost double what I normally would. But if this cannot last us for the week, then there's something wrong. And like I say, because Lee is really on board with it this time, I'm hoping that it might stick. And that the kids might get a bit more involved if they see that Lee's not eating kind of cereal instead of whatever it is that I'm making. So yeah, I have new motivation for this. So if you guys can recommend to me any YouTubers or Instagrammers or anything that you particularly find really motivating when you're trying to be a little bit more healthy, then please do. I'm not going to deprive myself. If I want 2 biscuits, I'm going to have 2 biscuits. If I want 5 biscuits, I'm going to have 5 biscuits. But I want to generally be less takeaways, more cooking from scratch, and eating just generally a little bit better. I would like to lose some weight, but when I've done this in the past, I haven't lost an astonishing amount of weight. And even when I do, I never feel like my body changes so much that I go, wow, this is amazing, I've got to keep doing this. I've never really had that, like, I've lost, I would say, a stone in the past and still never really felt that, wow, I've got to keep doing this because this is doing something amazing. I lose the weight and I don't seem to feel the difference of weight. So much as I would like to lose some weight, I'm not actually expecting to lose any. But I'm starting to feel really terrible. I have always suffered with quite bad digestion. And it kind of comes and goes. And when it's not causing many problems, I don't really care and I eat what I want and everything. And then I'll have like a wave of a few nights or a few weeks where every single night I go to bed and I'm like, oh, I feel so terrible. And that's kind of me right now. So, especially because it's summer and everyone's kind of on the healthy eating kick anyway, I thought I'd give it a go and see if this makes me feel a little bit better. I'd be tempted to say, I'll try and cut out gluten, but I'm really not into that. That is too restrictive for me. I don't know what Manny's doing behind me right now. Probably trying to eat something, but there is no food behind me, so I don't know. But that's it for today's video, a random one, but I know one that people have been interested in the past. So if you enjoyed this, let me know and I might do more. But I may pick up some more cooking videos and do some more kind of Slimming World friendly meals if you'd be into that. Let me know in the comments and I'll see you guys in my next video.